Boom! Welcome to the show, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. My name's Jade. This is How to App on iOS. How is everybody? Welcome to the most electrifying interview show on the internet. I just made that up. It's bullshit, but it sounded good at the time. Anyway, so we have a really awesome artist on today, somebody I've wanted to have on for a while. I've had his brother on, so I've had Darren on the show, which is really cool. He makes awesome music as well. So we're going to talk about a bit about that too, about the brotherly love or brotherly hate that goes on between them. I'm interested to find out about that. What about you guys? So I came across Matthew where? I think it was either Create, Record, Release or it was on GarageBand Users. One of those groups on Facebook. I'd heard Darren's music and then I heard this angsty, angry not conspiracy, just I think politically motivated. I don't know what to call it. There's a lot of stuff in there that's really interesting. We'll dig into that. But hard rock, kind of Nirvana-y, just anger, just angst, man. And I was like, who is this person? And then I found out, oh my God, this is Darren Anderson's brother. Without further ado, to bring in the man of the moment, all the way from Queensland, Australia, welcome to the show, Matt Anderson. What is going on, Matt? Yeah.
Hey, Jade. How you going?
Good, thank you. How are you?
No, I'm going good. It's a bit early for a day off, but, happy days.
Yeah, because like for those of you who don't know, the time difference that happens, the daylight savings that happens for everybody in the world and all that jazz. In Queensland,
yeah, we don't. No,
you don't have it. Yeah,
we don't do daylight saving.
Yeah, we have it in Melbourne. You don't have it in Queensland. America does it like 3 weeks ago. London's doing it this week. We're going for. Oh man, the world's a mess. Would you agree with that?
We keep it simple up here. There's no clock changing. It's
yeah, I agree with that. I've lived where you live. I lived there exactly in the town you lived for 1 year.
Well, you know what it's like.
Yeah, I lived in Harlexton. I need a sound effect. Wah 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 wah. Awesome. So I'm stoked to have you on, man. I really dig your music. It's a real pleasure. I want to delve in, I'm really interested in a lot about, how you write your stuff and all that. But first, first I'm going to hit you up with the question I hit everyone up with. Yep. What does music mean to you?
It's a release, I think. It's a release in when you're listening to other people's music, it's like it takes you out of where you are, you know what I mean? Like life's busy, everyone's got so much crap going on in their lives, you got this, that, and like to get home and just to like go down to the shed or whatever, crank the stereo up and have a few drinks, and I think it just takes you to another place, like just get you out of that headspace. And a similar thing for my music, for writing, it's like a therapy.
Yep.
But cheap, because it's getting it out of here, whether it's onto like something that I'm releasing or whether it's just onto a book, whether it sees the light of day or not, but it gets out of here and it goes somewhere else, you know what I mean? Man, does that make any sense?
Yeah, well, hang on a minute. What's that thing you're holding in your hand again? What is that called again?
That?
Yeah, that. Did you say
that's a book?
A book? Oh my God. For those of you who don't know what a book is, and I know there are some youngsters out there who have no idea.
It's with writing in it.
Do you write your lyrics into a book still?
Until really, really recently.
Right.
Probably my last 2 songs I've used notes on my iPhone, but yeah, that'd be and then even before that, when I'd come up with an idea, just a line, I'd be like, oh yeah, that sounds sweet, and I'd just put it in my notes, and then I'd get home and write it in my notebook. And
I love the idea of a book. I think writing lyrics into a book is utterly romantic, and it keeps alive the whole rock and roll thing. I've got a ton of books laying around.
I like to have and it's the yellow one, the green one. There's one, I can't move that one because my thing's sitting on it. it's like a time capsule too of where you were like then, because I can go through these books and go, oh yeah, I remember where I was when I wrote that. I remember what I was feeling. I remember who I was with. I remember the people around me. I remember it's it could have been 20 years ago, but it takes you back to that space.
Yeah, I've been carrying around a book like that for years. One of my first girlfriends wrote me this beautiful book when she dumped me, with all these beautiful affirmations in it and all this stuff where she wrote, you know, all this stuff. I think you're going to be an amazing person and one day, but here's a book. And then she left me. And I still carry it around because you know what? When I got the book, I remember going, you bitch. But now whenever I find it, I go, oh my God, she was right. I did turn out to be better than I was then. You know,
Yeah,
so she had a bit of foresight.
It's probably good. It's probably good motivation for yourself too.
Well, I never opened it. I never opened it until recently, you know, the last few years.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I was so bitter for ages. I just thought, you fucking bitch. All right, so I'll ask you also. Do you remember the music that was played in your household growing up, and has it influenced you?
I don't know that it's probably yes and no. I don't remember a lot of music played in the house when I was a kid. But what I do remember is we've got a lot of aunties and uncles. So like on weekends, like a lot of the time, like we'd be at this one or they'd be at our house, and they'd be, you know, having barbecues and stuff, and you know all the blokes would be out around the barbecue, listening to, I think it was 4KQ or whatever it was back in the day.
Right.
And they'd have like a Saturday night 60s. And that's probably one of my, musically, that's probably one of my best memories as a kid, as a sort of little kid growing up, and all the dads going, oh yeah, no, that was fucking such and such, fucking 1969, fucking, you know. They got, then they were like, no, that was on the radio, that was fucking 66, that was. But Dad did have a fairly big record collection. Yeah, but I don't remember a lot of, like, there was music played in the house, of course, but it's nothing that sort of specifically ingrained into my head, right, if you know what I mean.
Are there many musical people in your family? You know, you've got a lot of uncles and aunties and stuff. Are many of these people musical at all?
No, I don't think any of them are.
So it's only you and your bro?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I'm the only musical person in my family as well. Like all my cousins, all distant relatives, no one plays music. It's kind of freaky. It's like,
I think one of my cousins, Brad, I think he plays guitar, but I think that's it. I don't know. Yeah, not that I'm aware of.
But he's not good enough for you to mention it on guitar. Is that what you're saying? Sorry, Brad.
Yeah, sorry, Brad. He lives in Ipswich anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
There's probably going to be a lot of Aussie jokes here. People are going to be, what's an Ipswich? It's a bird, folks. All right. For those of you as Americans here, an Ipswich is a bird, and they fly down from the trees and they can take your eyeballs out. They're terrible.
Very dangerous. Yeah, you got to be careful.
The old Ipswich bird.
Be real careful.